With 32 mystical paths of wisdom, engraved Yah, the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, the living God, King of the universe, El Shaddai, merciful and gracious, high and exalted, dwelling in eternity, whose name is holy. He is lofty and holy, and he created his universe with 3 books, Sephirim, with text, Sepher, with number, Sephar, and with communication, Sipper. 10 Sephirot of nothingness, and 22 foundation letters, 3 mothers, 7 doubles, and 12 elementals. 10 Sephirot of nothingness, and the number of 10 fingers, 5 opposite 5, with a singular covenant precisely in the middle, in the circumcision of the tongue, and in the circumcision of the membrum. 10 Sephirot of nothingness, 10 not 9, 10 not 11. Understand with wisdom, be wise with understanding. Examine with them and probe from them. Make each thing stand on its essence, and make the Creator sit on his base. 10 Sephirot of nothingness, their measure is 10, which have no end, a depth of beginning, a depth of end, a depth of good, a depth of evil, a depth of above, a depth of below, a depth of east, a depth of west, a depth of north, a depth of south. The singular Master God, faithful King, dominates over them all from his holy dwelling until the eternity of eternities. 10 Sephirot of nothingness, their vision is like the appearance of lightning. Their limit has no end, and his word in them is running and returning. They rush to his saying like a whirlwind, and before his throne they prostrate themselves. 10 Sephirot of nothingness, their end is embedded in their beginning, and their beginning in their end, like a flame in a burning coal. For the Master is singular, he has no second, and before one, what do you count? 10 Sephirot of nothingness, bridle your mouth from speaking, and your heart from thinking, and if your heart runs, return to the place. It is therefore written, the Chayot running and returning, Ezekiel 1:24. Regarding this covenant was made. 10 Sephirot of nothingness, one is the breath of the living God, blessed and benedicted is the name of the life of worlds, the voice of breath and speech, and this is the holy breath. 2 breath from breath. With it he engraved and carved 22 foundation letters, 3 mothers, 7 doubles, and 12 elementals, and 1 breath is from them. 3 water from breath. With it he engraved and carved 22 letters, from chaos and void, mire and clay. He engraved them like a sort of garden. He carved them like a sort of wall. He covered them like a sort of ceiling. And he poured snow over them, and it became dust, as it is written. For snow, he said, became earth. Job 37:6. 4 fire from water. With it he engraved and carved the throne of glory, seraphim, Ophanim, and the holy Chayot, and ministering angels. From these 3 he founded his dwelling, and as it is written, he makes his angels of breath, his ministers of flaming fire. Psalm 104:4. He chose 3 letters from among the elementals. In the mystery of these 3 mothers, Aleph, Mem, Shin, and he sat them in his great name, and with him he seated 6 extremities. 5 he sealed above, and faced upward, and sealed it with Yud He Vav. 6 he sealed below, and faced downward, and sealed it with He Yud Vav. 7 he sealed east, and faced straight ahead, and sealed it with Vav Yud He. 8 he sealed west, and faced backward, and sealed it with Vav He Yud. 9 he sealed south, and faced to the right, and sealed it with Yud Vav He. 10 he sealed north, and faced to the left, and sealed it with He Vav Yud. These are the 10 Sephirot of nothingness, the breath of the living God, breath from water, water from breath, fire from water, up, down, east, west, north, and south.